heroes. I think that's going to be the thing I'm mostly going to be looking at for Spirit to do to make space and timings to get Yatoro his defusal. If he's able to get that defusal, I mean, maybe just being able to like snipe some of these, snipe this Lark and just be really annoying with Cloud. But I don't know. This is a weird one.
Oh, it's going to be exciting to see. Exciting to see if he can make it work.
I mean, the other 4 heroes are fantastic. That's the one thing. Like, they have Beastmaster, they have Storm with the Pugna, they have a Rubik, which is pretty comfortable, and they have a Rubik, and they picked Underlord into the Rubik. So I'm going to be looking at Mira to get, like, Firestorm steals, how much he's going to be able to do, because Firestorm is amazing this game, right? Versus Timber, versus pretty much everything. It's going to be great. So I'm going to be focusing on that instead of just harping on the Ricky the entire time, but then we're going to have to go look back and see how he does do and how he's going to recover versus the tanky heroes that will come out from Timber and
I mean, how should his lane be in terms of the setup? Like, is he going to have a decent lane?
It's versus double melee, and he's got a Pugna, so in theory, he definitely gets some farm. I just haven't seen this hero really play too much in this type of position. I just think if it was Underlord and a ranged hero, I would be a little more concerned, but the fact that he's a tiny, I actually think Yatoro might just be able to farm. He's got great base damage, he's going to be able to get charges and stuff, and he's just got Pugna. I think Pugna is the one that can just make the difference down here, just with all the harass and trade. But that being said, I think 33 is just going to free farm too, but we'll see how it all goes down.
Yeah, and talking about the tiny as well, what do you think sort of was the reason why Tundra wanted to bring this back in for Saksa this game?
That's a really good question. Maybe it's something versus the Pugna that they were seeing, because you have multiple different disables and your Avalanche can cover an area where the Pugna's kind of like going for this type of stuff. Not sure. It's that, or they're looking for like early pressure with movements or flexing heroes. Because we did see the Timber, the Tiny, we saw the Storm, so there's potential for them to move the Timber off lane, the Tiny mid, etc. But I think just, yeah, mostly just like going to be trying to stop Miposhka with multiple different disables from getting any drains and heals. Let's see how mid goes, right? Because 9 last game, he did kind of own the matchup. He had like, what, 11 denies or something pre-level 6, so he was able to get that timing and take the tower. But then Larl owned the overall game state, so we'll have to see what ends up happening this time. If Larl has a better matchup overall, better actual lane, pop off again.
Trying to go for him here, Saksa on 33, and they're going to have him. First blood to go to 33 down in the bottom lane.
That was... he played so far up, he just got Blood Grenade. I guess because they didn't have the stun on the Tiny, he went for this one. Just gets Blood Grenade. You're very fragile on Pugna if you play that far up. Punished. Ricky's still farming, though.
Yes, it's all right. 7 and 2 down there, 33, 8 for 0. So both getting similar amounts of farm from that bottom lane. Top lane, I mean, how's things going to be going for Skiter here with the backup of Sneyking? Is he going to be okay, or is he going to be feeling some pressure from Collapse and Mira?
And there's going to be a decent amount of spam that's coming up, but I'm just looking at the regen and stuff like that, and Sneyken's got more than prep, so I think Skiter should be able to sustain through this. Sneyking could be in trouble, though. 9
for this one.
10 stick.
The lift up, but into Sneyking. It's going to be perfectly fine. Skiter's been able to build up a fair bit of essence shift there with the right clicks. Collapse will manage to get the deny on the ball.
At least they got the board. It's a deny, but it's dead. So it's like, he doesn't have that for the lane to be able to put pressure onto Skiter. So Skiter's definitely happy. And the lane setups, they have the... I always want to talk about this versus like the techies and Rubik thing, because you want to lane this Rubik versus techies always, because you have this lift, of course, to stop the blast off and laning phase and for later on. 33, he got the first blood, right? So yeah, that hurts, to be honest, because now it's like you're not pushing him at all. No chance. You probably weren't able to anyway, but...
Saksa.
They might be able to get Saksa, though.
Looks like he's going to be okay, unless Yatoro can find a way to jump in upon him. 33, sort of standing there as this wall, punching back at both Yatoro and Miposhka as they try and push forward towards the Tiny.
Now that 33's got some levels, this is where the Ricky's... The last hitting, at least, is going to be a little bit more difficult because that base damage coming in from Atrophy and everything, too. Reduced damage on Ricky. Underlord has a good 15 or more damage on top of him.
Yeah, hard to CS and hard to get aggressive on towards the Underlord.
But he's getting the farm. You know, gotta be honest. Yatoro, it doesn't, BSJ, listening. I don't think we're going to get a minus this time from him. Let's see if what he's going to do with this defusal timing. That should still be pretty decent.
Yeah, because I imagine the game plan is when you run the Ricky carry, that as soon as you have that defusal, right, you're full on hunt mode, right? You're looking for kills.
Oh yeah, you're hunting. You're going to like the Slark. You're setting up for him. Saksa, Miposhka might just be able to chase him out with the move speed. So low.
He's going to look for the deny, and he'll find it. Not quite enough damage there from that blast on its own. Saksa able to deny to neutrals.
See with the distance himself. Waterrune though, getting claimed and taken away. 9.
Well, we'll try with a bit of setup. Even from Miposhka to back up. Not enough damage to burst through the timber at this stage. They'll get him low.
Good harass though. He's gonna have to get a refill, which he will get from that death from earlier. But Larl having an infinitely better time. 31-1. There's actually only 1 deny this time around on 9. So.
Oh, nice skiter. He's got the 1 charges. Okay, perhaps we're still on cooldown, but 1 to the availability for him.
They're out of regen up there though. He has raindrop to at least tank through some of these spells, but they're very low. Now Skiter has to be a bit careful. But he's finding pretty much the same farm as the Ricky.
A super close start, really.
Yep.
Outside of just that first blood falling into hands at 33, it's looking very, very even everywhere on the map.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the Ricky's going to be able to get if he does get a game, and what he's going to be able to do. Because, as we said, you know, on paper versus this Slarkin versus Timber, it can't be a bit annoying. It's just, is it actually going to end up working out?
I mean, if Yatoro does get that good diffusal blade timing, starts to get the lead, is this a game where a Ricky can become rather out of control, or will Tundra always have measures to be able to trap and blow the Ricky up?
They'll have a good amount of measures, but he can snipe and always be very pesky for the Slark. So he could make Skiter have just a horrible game if he just plays on top of the smoke screen and stuff like that, and they get the pickups themselves. And they have a lot of vision. That's the one thing I do want to mention. Even though Tundra, they have this night vision that's going to be beneficial from Slark. Looking at Spirit's way they can move around the map, it's like Ricky's going to be scouting. They're going to have Hawk and stuff like that, and they'll have Storm to jump and catch. So they do have good ways to get on some of these heroes and get information. Power Rune, what's it going to be?
Vortex here to control him, and indeed Larl will be able to grab that into the bottle. It's the Illusion Rune. 9 turns the Chakra, and they've got the combo of Saksa, but not enough to take down Larl.
Big deal though. 9, again, not going to be getting that fill up. He's constantly getting pressured. Gonna get the P-ward.
Illusion. Really good opening. We saw Sneyking coming into the gank on towards Mira, and indeed with the 2 supports ready to help out. 9 will manage to take Mira down.
Good kill.
Does mean Skiter left on his own, not having the funnest of times against Collapse. Collapse very easily able to bully the Slark away from the wave. Nice micro here with the balls, just consistently staying on top of Skiter.
Both of these safe laners are not in the happiest position, I would say. They're not miserable, but they're not really super happy with kind of the situation that they're put in. They're not really, I mean, Bricky in particular is not a hero that farms. He doesn't just farm, he wants to farm off kills. So we'll have to see how much he's able to get. Yeah, both just getting slowed down from these pressure that's coming up from the offlaners.
Collapse got a nice wave coming in from up top as well.
Yeah.
So farming very nicely on that top lane.
I mean, important is his timings. He's going to have this game, we actually do have natural push that comes in from the lineups. Unlike last game, where it's just like about dictating who wins the fights. Got him.
Some of a bit of action onto Yatoro, but he's a tough target to kill when Miposhka's around. Sure, they have that initial burst, but the Greppa fights there and no further right clicks come through. Yatoro's out.
He's all good. I think he fed him. Did he feed him a healing Lotus? I think I heard there too. Maybe a Decrep Lotus or something like that. Push. 33, 6. Start commencing it. You see his skill build. A little unorthodox, of course, from the Underlord. It's a 1-1-3 build, more focused on lasting in lanes, but wants the pit, and they're making a move top.
Let's see if they can catch him. Skiter starting to begin the attempt. They've got the pit. The mine thrown down onto Collapse as well, but backup's coming in. Mira, as well as Miposhka ready to turn things. Larl, he's in with the zip. He's closing the gap onto Skiter. They get the drag back. They take Skiter down, and Larl, he's still got mana to play for more. Zips in, takes out Sneyking.
Oh,
33. I mean, he's lucky to get out in the last few seconds of that portal being set down, but losing the 2 of them there. I mean, Tundra already, and so there's 8 minutes. That first move starting to run into some of the same issues that they were having in that game 1. They look for the plays, they look for the fights. Team Spirit, they're just ready for it.
And Beastmaster's going to be able to force towers a lot easier than something like the Underlord. Yeah, has his timing here for the Helm already. And we saw there, Mira, I think that lift was literally instant, right? The blast off was not even like, he didn't even lift up. He got the lift onto him almost immediately there. They get the full counter engage there. Spirit, I mean, both games, the macro play was fantastic.
I mean, it sort of just as the team that's going up against this, it's just got to be really tough, right? The fact that you're having this struggle in game 1, and now in game 2, it's a close start, but that first coordinated move you make, Spirit showing that they're not skipping a beat. Once again, coming into this game too after that very, very impressive game 1 performance.
And Yatoro, he's gonna have I mean, he might die here actually first, but he should have a pretty good timing overall on his defusal.
Still alive. He's able to jump over to the creep.
No way.
Chakrum's going to be off the mark. Yatoro, he'll walk away alive.
Oh my goodness. Actually able to sneak himself. I thought he was dead for sure there. Chakram off the mark at the end, and now they're gonna lose Saksa for it.
Mira. Didn't get caught either. So Nine's not able to find him. Indeed, Saksa left behind on the high ground. Yeah, just continued movements that Tundra are attempting to go for. And Spirit just coming out of them on top every time.
And not killing Yatoro, he's having just a little bit better game than that Slark. The Beastmaster's having a good game. Storm's having that good game too. A recovery for Skiter might be a bit slow here this game. He's gonna have to, of course, play versus that matchup of the Ricky once he starts getting Cloud and hunting him. Spirit, so far, pretty good for these first 10 minutes. And I think for the most part, from what I've seen Spirit, they tend to go like 1-1 a lot. Mira, he's gonna get chased down here.
Yeah, he's tried to stick around the power room to mess with Nine being able to grab it, but wasn't able to stop him. Nine's able to bottle up the double damage, chases down Mira, gets the kill, and also able to take away a bit of a stab.
And Yatoro, he's also just, honestly, he's able to get a ton of farm bottom. The push is happening, but he gets every last hit on the tower. So that's almost a defusal done.
Radiant's middle tower is
And what sort of the kill combo that the Spirit have? Like, who's Yatoro teaming up with? Is he just joining sort of like a full five-man plays from Spirit, or is he going around with just +1?
They can set up with +1s all over the place. Like either Beastmaster Storm or even the Rubik. He provides a lot of damage when he has defusal. Larl.
On the mana. Saksa is able to set up with the combo. Larl, he's still got just enough to play forward aggressively to look for Saksa. Saksa's able to hide in the trees. Saksa still alive. Larl will die. Finally, Saksa falls to the blast of Miposhka. So 2 for 1. Nine trying to see if he can pick up more here for the favor of Tundra. He's going to go for Miposhka, but indeed Miposhka heal it up.
Oh, and he says thank you for the full mana.
Yeah, Nine's out of there. He does not want to stay anywhere close towards this Pugna any longer.
The dream really for Pugna in that situation. Level 7 now, Miposhka. He gets 2 of the kills. The dream also just getting filled up like that. It's like sometimes you have to go back just to get mana, but if you're able to be full HP, get that drain off, you can just pump up your teammates. So Yatoro, it's a bit low bottom, straight back up to full. Can continue his lane down here versus Yatoro. Or versus 33, apologies.
Smoking up here, 9. As they look towards the mid lane, it's not
the easiest.
Not really easy, yeah, already kind of the focus being towards the bottom.
Kind of how Sneyking has to play here, sneaking with smokes to get situated to catch people.
Miposhka is healing up, this time not quite fast enough. They've got the damage to take him down through the sustain. Yatoro's going to attempt the chase. They'll set down the pull to get the 2 of them out of there. Saksa, oh, he's not going to make it. Yatoro
mid lane
takes him out with that last attack. 9, he's going to be covered by Sneyking with the jump forward, but it's not enough to keep him safe. Both him and Sneyking taken out. 3 dead on Tundra. As again, Spirit.
They're going for more.
They certainly are. Yatoro, he's been able to swing across from the bottom lane. Larl in with the setup. This time round, no way for 33 to escape as Spirit take down a 4th.
And Defusal's done already, and besides just versus the Slark, look at how much effect it can have versus something like Underlord. Sure, he's got mana boots, but the little bit of mana burn, it's annoying. Yatoro getting himself involved, and now they get a tower push here too with this Beastmaster. Big kills for Team Spirit.
As we're really looking good again here from them in this game too. Spirit playing very nicely today.
That was a crazy whole thing that happened in the mid lane too. They put so much emphasis to killing 9, and it ends up actually working. Even though I think Sneyking got like a 2 or 3 man blast off, they end up still persisting forward and getting these kills.
Yeah. And you feel what if the Spirit can keep this sort of lead up right now, that by the time Skitty gets his items that he's prepared to turn up to the fight with, they'll have ways to deal with the Slark. Like this Slark is unlikely to be that scary. I mean, it's a lot of catching up to do. You see Skiter at the moment sitting at the bottom of the core networks.
And it's a lot of burst damage he's going to have to deal with too. And they will have, in a lot of situations, they'll have vision. If they just get the Cloud on top of him, they get any disable, he's 100% dead if they get that type of grab. So yeah, it could be difficult for Skiter to recover.
Sure. And Jay, she said, well, just the AoE damage as well, right? Even if he does get the Shadow Dance off, they can still finish him off through it. And top lane, see how low that just the 2 of them bring Skiter down. He's going to have to pop the Shadow Dance to try and go for Mira. Nearly dies to the Stolen Timber Chain there. As Skiter, he's got to back off from this and heal up.
Barely able to survive versus all this.
That was just another heroes. And he's in beyond the tower. Yatoro Closing the gap to Saksa.
Support coming in.
It's going to be back up. Yatoro won't be able to quite kill Saksa off. Saksa able to turn, tickles him with the avalanche. Back up coming in as they look towards Yatoro. They'll catch him in the pounds. And this time, Yatoro getting a little too aggressive. With the strength that he felt that he had with that defusal, diving beyond the tier 2, Tundra, they very easily respond to that one, and they'll claim the life of the Ricky.
And it's nice that they have Fiend's Gate too, so they don't have to, it's a commitment with a lot of heroes, but he's immediately back toward bottom, so can continue that move. And yeah, Yatoro gets punished. But this is a playstyle you have to do as Ricky. You cannot farm on this hero. You need to go for these type of fights and just going for these kind of crazy kills. If they don't get it on Skiter, it's going to hurt Yatoro. Skiter able to get some recovery.
A well-needed move there from Tundra.
Yep.
Cannot allow Spirit to get away with those sort of plays.
Wisdom Rune, Mira isn't able to get it, and he gets the lead in.
Another kill for 9. Closing in on getting his Kaya Sanj completed, so we'll still have decent damage to throw out.
Yeah. They're still super strong. Yep. Greaves are almost finished on 33 also too, so these auras will start coming into play versus the Ricky. A lot of damage mitigation. Holy, that was a lot of bounties. 4 bounties now going toward the way of Spirit. Quite a bit of a gold shift there. Yatoro.
And they're back on the hunt for Skiter.
Not the one there, Skiter.
More trying with the setup. Shadow Dance is there. Skiter back into the tier 2. They've still got mana to chase him though. He's going to need TPs here, Skiter. And he will get them. Saksa, he's in. And has the Avalanche to hold the 3 of them back. They could turn for him instead though. In fact, with the Raw, they'll certainly find a very easy kill. Over in the mid, Yatoro tries to Sneyking. Did not have enough damage to finish him off. Sneyking still alive. Will survive as 9 comes in to back him up and force Yatoro out of the mid.
Super close. Almost actually ends up finishing off the techies. I guess that's a kind of a cool thing, is the tricks of the trade versus techies. You can actually focus him without getting it.
It's actually going to be able to go back in.
9.
Because 9, he's stuck around. He's very low on mana. The drag back's there from Larl with the Vortex. Miposhka and Yatoro chasing down. He's got enough mana for a very long timber chain up to the high ground. Skiter also able to pounce up there. I mean, that a fantastic chain there from 9.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, and he gets caught out, taken down, but able to just reach up and pull himself up to the high ground and pretty much max distance.
Collapse though during this time. Full tier 2 gets dropped down quickly. Did I miss it? Did they not use Glyph? I didn't get to see. I think they may. I think I missed it, but I don't know if they used it either way. It dies. Big move from Collapse, taking that pressure. Sure, they don't get the best situation in mid, but yeah, gold. 2K lead now. And Spirit all comfortably playing around each other. Firestorm has been taken. Right, best spell that he can steal.
I mean, something else to just throw at the slot, throw at Skiter if Skiter tries to get involved.
Oh, they're just gonna go Roche. I mean, Firestorm, it doesn't do as much as the ridiculous era of Firestorm just killing Roche by itself, but this is more than enough to be able to enable, and Ricky kills Roche quick.
Yeah, they had enough for last game, this Tundra getting 4 Roche Shans back to back. Spirit, they want to have a look at the Roche bit, and at this point of the game, the heroes Tundra have, they know the chances that Tundra would look to try and contest this is pretty low. So it should be a pretty safe Roche for Spirit here. As Aegis goes into the hands of Larl.
That's big. I mean, Larl having it. They even do see bottom set up right now, so perhaps they're going to look for a play themselves on Spirit. They're going to be able to find the Hawk. It gets scouted, so Tundra, they know this is coming from south. Have a blink now on themselves through Tundra Saksa. He's not near the fight bottom, but now he's TPing. Okay.
He's had some good moves so far with the Avalanche, keeping his team safe.
He doesn't have it on him, though. The blink's coming on Courier. Larl's hunting.
Larl, he's going to go straight towards Saksa. In fact, Saksa's able to turn to the Avalanche. Skiter jumps in. He gets burst incredibly low. He's got to be careful. In fact, he might just... Goodness, nearly dies. Manages to get up to the high ground. He'll get away, but 33 and Sneyking, they're gone. And Spirit, they're not going to stop this chase. They're going to go on beyond the tier 1 tower. Saksa jumps in with the Blink Dagger reveal, gets the jump on him at Miposhka, but it isn't enough burst to immediately kill him off. 9 will manage to swing by with the timber chains and take Miposhka down. And Yatoro gets back in, helps them take down Saksa.
Gets away.
You can catch Yatoro, he's already got the smoke screen out. Larl, he jumps back in aggressively over towards the 9. 9, he goes back in for him, but that's going to go back into his death 9. As 9 tries to turn to threaten at least the Storm Spirit, but he does not get away with it. He's gone. Sneyking's gone as Mira gets the cleanup.
Mira, God.
They take another tier 1 tower. I mean, Skiter, he's still looking for Larl here.
Skiter?
I mean, he's going to try.
Skiter?
He's in with the jump, but Yatoro reveals himself. He gets the kill, but it costs him his life. A big cleanup for Mira, who takes a triple.
Oh,
I don't know if that was worth going back in for.
I don't think they knew that firestorm wasn't theirs. Mira rained it down on top of them.
So much
fight.
damage.
He did the most. He made the most by far in the fight.
Skiter nearly died at the start of it.
Yep.
You know, trying to fight through a shadow dance. He was taking so much damage through the ultimate just because of how much AoE was just getting pounded down upon him from Spirit.
I mean, Mira with, godly. He had the firestorm from the previous fight, stole remote mine, set a couple up, got some spell up, and then he steals shock or Whirling Death at the end and gets the cleanup as well.
I mean, look at this from Yatoro as well. He's just immediately up to this top half of the map.
Oh, yeah.
He knows that somebody's going to be up as Saksa hiding in the trees.
They're running away a bit now.
Should be deep enough to stay safe, is Saksa. See if he reveals himself, though. They're very close to one another. And Yatoro won't quite find him.
Huge.
Or maybe he will.
Maybe he will.
Actually, he will.
He actually showed.
He sticks around Yatoro, he catches him out, he goes straight for the TP. Ooh. And he will make it out. Goodness, that was as close as he gets there. Saksa will live.
Saksa does live, but I mean, a huge hit Spirit. They're looking for the fight again. Everything's back up at the ready. They've gotten so much momentum after that last team fight. And again, look what spell Mira has. He stole it right before the fight starts. He's got Firestorm at the ready.
It's so much,
It destroys.
It's just a nightmare for Slark, yeah.
Slark, even Timber, all three chorus really don't want to play versus the Slark. Well, I'll just...
Pretty deep for this one. For 9, and we'll find him, get the opening. Actually, quite a bit of mana for this one, but Miposhka turns up. Miposhka, he'll actually get burst from 9. 9 able to quickly tap the Chakra, but the Roar's there. Onto 9, they jump forward, but indeed the heals come through. 9's able to survive. They've taken Miposhka, can they get more? Larl, out of mana, so he'll have to reset for now. See Tundra focus towards Mira, they'll chase down the Rubik. This time they'll kill him off. Yatoro's going to look to try and finish off 9. 9 healing up, and down to the low ground with the Timber Chain. He's away, turns, lands the Chakra, gets the slow off onto Yatoro, sets up a Saxon, coming with the Avalanche. 9, he gets back in with the chain, takes the kill, and walks out alive.
Huge. Distances himself toward his team. The pull doesn't come out instantly. I believe Firestorm doesn't connect perfectly either. Tundra. This time striking back.
Yeah, I mean, some good moves from 9.
Great things 33 to the Greaves. I think that actually saves him.
It did.
Was right there.
Coming in just at the time that was necessary to enable that fight to fall back in favor of Tundra. I mean, Spirit, they may still have the lead. This time round, this game too, Tundra showing that they've got a much better chance of responding to these team fights and having these calls, you know, have this the Timber Saw and such that, you know, if the right spells don't fall into place coming out from kind of Mira with the steals that they're able to get, these heroes are still very tough to kill, especially this Timber with the farm that 9's got.
Yeah, and if Sney, I mean, I think Sney also too, like taser stuff that's going to have to always be something they have to think about too. Is if you don't kill him like immediately, it's going to disarm. You don't have this continuous damage, so. Tundra. Looks like Tormentor might be the next choice for them. And let's see what the difference of Greaves versus like a Helm of the Overlord is going to be. We do have like different types of auras, of course, on both sides here. Oh, that is not the one they wanted. That is unfortunate. Probably the most useless shard.
I guess when you're playing the old support Tiny, yeah, not a very exciting one for Saksa to have.
And the thing is, too, it's like if the techies gets it, I actually think Sneyking is amazing in this game. It's so good just to be able to throw a taser onto these people. Could make the difference in a lot of these type of situations versus the Ricky and Storm. Arcane Rune. He's not going to be able to steal it. He will. Does pop the BKB, though.
Very scared there. I guess just didn't want to get kind of roared into like a full magic combo from Larl.
Top. Stay on the hunt.
Some nice little picks here on whoever shows on their own.
And Collapse actually switches it up a tiny bit. He had the boots the bearing. Now he's, I mean, instead of doing that, he's going to go for pipes. So trying to match a little bit of defensive aura that's coming out from Tundra in these 5v5s. 33, he has the Greaves and the pipe now, so a lot more mitigation that's going to be coming into the fights.
Yeah, they're very much ready to take
sure
fights. Agstun on Skiter now, so Tundra, they feel strong.
Yep, Sney has good levels too. Sney's actually level 12, so level 2 mines are online.
Saksa ready with the initiation. Upon anyone he knows the Collapse is here. Jump in under the tower, gets the toss back. Collapse will be able to put the Roar. He can separate himself from them. Skiter closes the gap here with the axe pounce as Collapse. He's still alive, finally falls. Now the question is if Spirit really want to stick around with this fight. I think they've got to bail. Yatoro splits away from them.
He's pounced.
Maybe they get the connection. It's going to be long enough for them to lock him down. Not quite.
He's out of mana.
As indeed, Skiter's got another pounce up, using the Shadow Dance, get a boost of movement speed to closing upon him. He's down to the low ground, but there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Larl's gone.
What a godly initiation. I mean, they just got they got a glimpse of him for like a quick second over there, and they just get that insane toss play from Saksa.
Yeah.
Super worth it. 2 cores dead.
Now Saksa knows that if he can just kind of get that gap closed between his teammates and the target, get that Beastmaster thrown right into the center of them all.
Radiant's
It's a
top
high
tower
chance
is under
that will
attack.
set up the team fight for success, and indeed it does. Tundra closing the gap, starting to take the lead, and they'll take the tier 1 top.
And we definitely see how important, even though, highlighting so much about how much Mira was able to do with his stolen spells, we see that Collapse is absolutely the most important hero on the map. Last game, he did some incredible stuff on his Mars. This game, he's really big on this Beastmaster, and he's the thing that kind of brings that whole team spirit lineup together. Without him, you could see that they're just like, wait, we don't really have damage, we don't have ways to control heroes or anything too, so it's kind of just panic from there.
I'll check it again here. Saksa immediately ready to get in.
Same.
And TP reactions were very, very quick from Spirit, which did give them a bit of a chance to fight back. Of course, nothing could be done to save Collapse.
Heroes are getting tankier and tankier. 9 Octarine now finished, besides having this Pipe and Greaves that we mentioned on the Underlord. Damage definitely going to be a bit of an issue here on Spirit, unless they can get the situation where he has Firestorm and they have it just like raining multiple different waves on top of them. Tundra, they are very much so on the hunt. Toro.
With these sort of lines with Saksa's in. He's going to get the grab onto Mira. Mira will manage to get forced away towards the tower, but 9 and Skiter close in upon him under the tower, take him down. They're ready to go for more here. Spirit, they've got to back away from this tier 2. He's going to get caught in the pit. As he tries to enter here from the high ground. Larl attempting to jump Saksa. Skiter's committing him with the Shadow Dance. Yatoro is waiting behind him, ready for the ult to finish. Jumps forward. Caught by the pounce. They're focusing the slot. The Dark Pack's there in time. He's away from the Raw. Skiter, he'll live. He's able to start healing up out of vision of Team Spirit. Yatoro, he has to back away. So they are a little low on mana, Tundra, but still tough to get the kills. They'll go for the squishy one, though. Sneyking.
Good punish.
Left behind, see if they can turn this into anything more. Spirit, Yatoro and Collapse. They're ready to chase down Larl. He's refueled, he's ready to close the gap in onto 9, drags him back with a Vortex. 9 pops the BKB, he's looking to try and timber chain his way out of there. He's up the high ground. Larl continues to chase, trying to take him out through this BKB, but 9, he'll be back to the tier 2 and he'll survive.
Oh man, they want the big kill. They could have probably settled just getting one of these supports, but they wanted to get one of these cores. They're still chasing. 33.
Might still find something. 33.
He's tanky.
Able to turn with the pit, hold back the summons.
It's not the one they want to go for.
And it's a bit difficult again under this tier 2, especially when they know that Sax is ready with the jump toss combo on anybody who attempts to dive. Spirit, they'll hold back from chasing for more.
Some big damage issues absolutely coming into play there for Spirit, though.
They do know that Roshan's going to be back up, so
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for them to go for it, though, because Tundra, they're all back up. They're smoked up. Tundra, they are well and ready to take any fight that they find. So they're going to be storming straight up towards this top half and look to catch Spirit out.
They're not cooldown reliant at all, so Tundra can just immediately react. They can go toward it. They know this play is happening. Spirit, they're not starting the Roche, though. They're looking to set up
Thinking
for the
about
fight.
it.
This looks like a tough fight for them, though. 33 just waltzing in. And Tundra. Stay.
They're going to get this jump onto the techies. Raw's there as well. They take a Sneyking out, and he does not have buyback, so no chance for him to rejoin the fight. Astral Skiter comes out over towards Larl, but Larl's able to get up to the high ground. Yatoro, he's just going to get burst from 9. 9 pretty much catches him in the full combo. That's Yatoro out for 50. He's not here for the fight. Miposhka.
Hey, they just walk into them.
I mean, he's trying to hide in the pit, but 9, he's got eyes on him. Glimmer Cape's there, no detection on the front line, so Miposhka will be able to juke him.
They're thinking about re-going in here on Spirit, but everyone's still healthy on Tundra.
Yeah, both teams down a hero, but Spirit down the bigger one without their Ricky, without their carry.
Larl, he's gonna try.
Well, they've got it. They've got the catch onto 9. Trying to burst through this Timber Circle. BKB on cooldown for 9. They're bringing him low. Larl with another jump. Skiter, he's in with a pounce. Straight on top of Larl. Larl's gone. And Spirit, they're now down 2 cores. There's no fight for them to have here anymore. Skiter, he's ready to continue the cleanup.
They're resetting too. They're gonna go heal up and bring more. Here comes Sneyking.
He's back in with his second life. Connection onto Miposhka. The Spirit, they've just got to bail out of this one. Miposhka trying to do his best to survive as long as he can. Another round of the Glimmer Cave. It's only going to mean they're able to turn their attention towards Mira, get the Rubik. Actually able to save himself on the Pugner. He's out with a TP. And of course, overall, that fight massively falling into the favor of Tundra. Saksa, he just sticks around on his own a bit longer than he needed to. Collapsing Yatoro will actually find him on the way back round.
Okay.
Might make things a bit complex for going for the Roshan themselves, Tundra. So Roshan will prevail, will still stand on the map, and both teams will get the chance to get back up as full 5-men and see if they can contest that Roshan pit once more.
I mean, this fight's going to continue. Tundra, they're smoking
straight back
again.
up there.
They don't have any cooldown reliance, as we said. Yatoro has to be very careful with his positioning here.
Both teams down a member. No Rubik for Spirit, no Tiny for Tundra.
I mean, Mira is trying to do as much work as possible. God's work, really, with all this Firestorm steals and whatnot. But Yatoro, he kind of tickles heroes at this point versus this Greaves plus just the aura that's coming up from the Underlord. It's definitely proven to be problematic. The other two heroes are doing pretty good. The other two cores on Spirit, but Yatoro is definitely running into some issues now.
Has to be careful as well. If he jumps in and gets caught by any sort of disable close to 9 just blows him up in a full combo.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see the ease of the fights too. Like Tundra, for Team Spirit, it feels like it's like literally like 5D chess. Like they have to make everything work, like pick off heroes, take like these crazy spell casts. For Tundra, 33 can just waltz into the fight. 9 can just waltz into the fight, give all this free information as fight bottom.
In the opening here. The two of them, Skiter looks towards Collapse. Collapse able to get away. They turn over towards Miposhka instead. See if they can chase him out. Larl's going for the back lines. He's closed in onto Sneyking. Sneyking will die. Both teams to lose a support. The push forward continues over Skiter as he's starting to build up those essence shift stacks. It's going to be another one as they take Mira out. Yatoro, who he's trying to run, but he's caught in the shack from another pounce throw for Skiter. They've trapped the Ricky. 3 dead on Spirit. It's Tundra. They're starting to grow this lead, get a little bit out of control as Spirit definitely beginning to have some of the struggles that I believe the panel sort of expected. Trying to fight with this Ricky carry, it doesn't seem to be having nearly the same amount of impact as Skiter is able to have on the other side here, surviving throughout it all. 9, of course, once again cleaning up. They just don't seem to have the answers for this Timbersaw. 9, he's not if he's been there already, but getting into this unkillable territory.
All 3 cores feel unkillable. Even Skiter, who it took him some time to perhaps recover, but
37 stacks from that last fight. Skiter just able to build it up throughout it all.
He actually does stuff.
Who do you go on if you're Spirit?
The 2 supports, which we saw, they cleared them out, but then that's it. They actually cannot focus fire anyone else at that point afterwards. The Slark just get... The Slark... The thing is with these fights, with the Slark, you get stronger and stronger the longer and longer these fights go. For Spirit, their steam, they just run out of steam really quickly. Beastmaster Roar is done, Storm runs out of mana, and Ricky just doesn't have the damage to persist through all this. And now Aegis is claimed, and Cheese is claimed, and I see Yatoro, he's pinging the Underlord, and he's probably feeling the frustration of the aura, the pit, like everything in combination. That he is just providing for his team. I
mean, as you say, it really does feel that Spirit's game plan at the moment is kind of kill the supports, and then what?
Yep.
That is definitely the struggle they're running into this game at this point. 22 to 23, but they're down 6k gold. Tundra getting that Roshan secured. Aegis on Skiter. I don't think Tundra will be scared to take any sort of fight that gets presented to them when there's a full 5.
No, definitely not. They're just way too... 3 cores way too tanky, too many auras, too many things having to be committed from Spirit just to take out the supports. Long fights. Timber's unkillable, and Slark just ends up literally getting way too many stats stolen that he becomes a huge menace to everybody. For Spirit, I future kind of things to bring them back in this game. It's going to be difficult, in particular for Yatoro. I mean, the Aghanims plus the Storm, I guess that's going to be their next big timing. You jump inside the Storm, he tries to just clean up heroes, and you just keep playing like that. So you're not actually playing in the fight, you're playing inside someone, but let's see if that does work. Saksa, he will get picked off. Larl uses a lot of mana.
Will the BKB TP though, and at this point, there's no answer for that one.
Okay, nice pick. Getting themselves, some time to finish up this here for Yatoro. He's 400 away from the Ags. Let's see if that'll be a difference maker, because he doesn't have to play it in the fight then. He's inside of someone, so he's not actually able to get like focused too much.
It's just still a question if it's going to allow him to get enough damage
I
out.
mean, I'm grasping at straws a little bit, but
hard.
Let's see.
It's very hard.
That is the next timing for them in particular that they would be able to fight. And then after that, I guess maybe an Ags on Larl if he feels like he can go for that. But I mean, I'm seeing him queuing up Shivas, and I don't blame him because of how tanky that these heroes are and how much sustain they do have built in. You do need some type of reduction.
Yeah, they've got to sort of slow down that ramp up of power that Skiter gets in the fights.
Not easy by any means. Down to 9. He'll get this
Dire's
shard.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, 9 has
Radiant's
just been a
top
total
tower
nuisance.
is under
12 and 2.
attack.
Yeah, just the damage is just not there to bring down these cores. And woo, 4-man Fiend's Gate.
They really want this dragon
really?
gone. They want this dragon gone. And 9 will be the one to end up
Bottom
getting
tower
that.
is under
Hey,
attack.
54.
They get the Tormentor too, so you know what?
Yeah, that's true. Map objectives. Best to stop Spirit from being able to get any in their favor.
I believe that is. Do they have all of them now? Yep, they've got all 5 shards now. Getting bigger and bigger.
Spirit, what do they do? I mean, as you say, Yatoro's got the Ags, but it really does feel like he needs that damage item on top of it.
He did hit 20, so he does have the backstab multiplier, so a little bit more, but yeah, definitely needs another one, definitely needs that crit at least.
See if
They
he
constantly-
can, should be able to take Saksa outright. Yeah. Especially with Larl coming in. Not a chance for Saksa on his own. In lane.
Hold on.
And they're trying to hold back 9. Of course, they just have to run. There's no chance of fighting this Timber Saw.
Dire's
Literally
top
just holding
tower
him back.
is under attack.
But getting these pickoffs, small gains, that's how Spirit kind of has to play this one to come back in. Larl, as we see, yeah, she was an Ags queued, so just waiting to look for their opportunities. Of course, probably waiting at least for the Aegis and Cheese to go down before they look to take a straight on 5v5. Miposhka playing pretty deep. Sney, he finds it.
Miposhka's gone. Sora was hanging around the Wisdom Rune, didn't end up checking it out though. Could have maybe grabbed that for himself. But, TP's back, was a little scared that Tundra could have been heading his way. As Tundra may be ready to try and see what they can do in the form of attempting a high ground push around this Aegis Cheese.
The Larl show which one he's going to go for first. It is going to be the Shivas, okay. So he's going to go for that heal negation. I don't blame him, it's good. It's very good this game.
Yeah, just something else that might catch Skiter off guard, you know, when he pulls low and wants to rely on that big boost of heal to keep him alive from the Shadow Dance.
For sure.
He's in.
Oh my god,
he's going in deep.
He's gone.
All right, he decided he didn't want that Aegis anymore.
A stolen chakram.
As the Aegis is gone,
Structures are fortified.
On retreat.
I'm going to force out the fortification.
That was I mean, he killed himself. He harpooned himself in there.
Yeah,
and
he
just
was going pretty deep
exploded.
for that one.
Whoops. Forced him back to base.
They'll back off and look to deal with the creep waves on the other lanes.
Spirit's gonna look to catch them on the retreat here.
It's the time to chase. You know that the team's fallen back. There's a chance that they're split up to deal with the multiple waves pushing
They
in.
see Skitter in mid. Dark Pact on cooldown.
Can they blow him up? They're in.
the target.
They get the opening, and they've got him.
Oh,
A big catch there from Spirit. Tundra not quite in position to protect Skeeter. 75 seconds, no slug. This is a great opening for a team that was behind. Get some damage done.
That is so. I can't believe he showed himself in mid after that too, and used the Dark Pact. Like he just set himself up to get caught from this blink lift. Maybe he didn't know that they were gonna go for this type of play, but the rest of his team were on full retreat. He showed himself.
I mean, can they try and push out? Obviously, the buyback's not there, but at the least, Team Spirit may try and push it out if it's potentially there. I mean, it's 50 seconds, no slug. 2 minutes still to a potential Roche.
I mean, this timing though, it's gonna buy Yatoro time to catch back up in gold.
He'll get his Daedalus run.
He might be able to finish it. Yeah.
Okay, still needs about 1,000 gold, but it's
he'll finish it. The Slark's gonna respawn. He'll have Daedalus, and they can maybe go for another move. That will definitely give them the damage to probably burst these heroes down.
Yeah. I mean, we did see there. At least for the Slark, if Steven's not able to press his spells, they still kill him.
Yep, and they're getting a lot of pickups here. The Hawk Vision is doing wonders for them. Skate.
Coming in on him. Saksa. He's already gone.
He is dead.
Nothing to be done here with the Fiend's Gate. Nobody's going to be coming through that one.
Oh, Larl does pop a BKB after the fight is done. Does end up wasting that one.
I mean, Miposhka and Mira, they've got their eyes on Sneyking. Won't manage to take him down. Won't go chasing any further.
Spirit.
A good bit of a punch back, sort of a moment where Tundra caught out on a couple of heroes. Skeeter in the mid, Saksa in the bottom lane. Gives Tundra a bit of a shaker.
Miposhka. Larl does not have that BKB, so has to be careful.
And a very early BKB there from Skeeter. Pops it at full HP. Was concerned, I guess, after the last engagement where he got blown up so quickly in the mid lane. He just pops it straight away. They will catch Miposhka, put a stop to his TP out. Maybe 9 can set up for more of a chase. They've got their eyes on Mira.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The creep wave has been cut though, so nothing to push with. All waves pushing in onto Tundra's half of the map, so despite getting the 2 kills onto the supports, won't manage to find an opportunity to look for any high ground objectives during this bit of downtime for the supports of Spirit.
Yatoro is getting pretty scary again now.
Daedalus is on its way, right?
And it's also, we have the neutral items that are going to be coming out soon. Like, his neutral item right now is pretty horrendous, I would say, on Ricky. The Elven Tunic doesn't really provide you too much, so let's see which big one he gets. Let's see what tier 4.
What's the dream one? Penta?
Nice. Spell Prism's pretty nice, too.
Okay, going for the cooldowns.
Yeah, then you just play inside the Storm Spirit a lot of times. You're playing around, just jumping in and out of the fights constantly.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, your cooldowns are going to be really nice to play around.
I mean, this item compared to an Elven Tunic on Ricky is just, there's no comparison, really. In this type of game, especially with the items that he has. Game's still definitely looking at... I mean, Tundra in a little bit more of a comfortable position, but Spirit definitely showing ways that they're bringing this game back together for themselves.
I mean, the main thing really is that Skiter just... He can't get caught out on his own.
He
can't go alone. If he goes alone and gets killed off, then this game really will open back up into Spirit's favor.
I like that they passed him over a gem, because he has to be wary of this cloud and everything like that, even if he has BKB. It's just any type of instance.
It's a scary game to play solo as a slot.
Okay, looks like, I mean, not really an aura, but a pseudo-aura, I like to call it. The Martyr's Plate. I think this is an item that is actually pretty busted. It's just very hard to realize what it does inside a team fight, so I'm going to try to keep track of it.
How much damage are you able to redirect?
You redirect 20% for 8 seconds. It's a lot.
Yeah. Definitely save some of your team.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching how much he can actually absorb.
See who gets the jump with the smoke.
Firestorm is stolen before the fight. That's it.
He's going to try. Start things off here with Saksa. Saksa's in with the avalanche onto collapse. Fiendskate coming in as 33.
Big roar.
Try and catch him from the side, but indeed they focus 33 straight away. 33's getting low. Larl pops the BKB that's still trying to finish 33 off, but he's going to get healed up by the Death Shroud. The safety's there for him to back off. But he didn't fall as of yet.
Sneyking.
He's still rather low. Larl also out of mana. Saksa's in with the combo. He's able to throw Larl back over towards 33. Larl tries for one more vortex to drag by 33, but 33's back up to full HP. Larl, he's out of mana. Will manage to dodge the first bounce for Skiter, but with no further way to get out, Larl falls.
Things are getting a little awkward right now. Spirit don't know where to go. The two supports are caught.
And Miposhka hiding in the pit. He'll manage to slide out of there, but the pit's back up for 33. They'll catch him. A little bit of a life drain. Not enough to save him.
Sneyking. He's baiting Yatoro a little bit.
We'll be able to dodge the avalanche. He's popped here for 9. He wants to continue the chase over towards the Ricky. Yatoro trying to jump back over to the safety of Collapse. 9 attempts to stay on top of him, but Collapse has got the roar back up. Down onto 9. Double buyback.
Doubles.
From Spirit.
They want to go for this fight here.
They don't want to allow Yatoro to die. They know that if they can enable the Ricky in this fight, Yatoro can kill.
No techies for 70 too. Like Sneyking bought back and pretty much insta-died. Roar on cooldown for 20 seconds.
See what Tundra want to do here. 4 versus 5.
Full Hex on 33 also was just picked up.
And if they can cause these buybacks from Spirit to not find anything in Spirit's favor, then I'll be rather happy. Doesn't mean they'll get rushed.
Yeah, they're going to probably force the rush, and Tundra's going to have to react to that. They're smoked and looking for a positioning here.
It's a risky fight, but a big fight. If they can stop Spirit from getting Roshan after using these buybacks, specifically that one on Larl, this would be a big win for Tundra.
9-6.
Starts things off with the jump on a Collapse, starts to bully back the two of them. Skiter's in as well on a Collapse. Collapse able to get back in the pit, turns with the roar on tonight. Skiter jumping across, won't find a connection this time with the pounce. Yatoro is attempting to go for Saksa on the back lines. Yatoro sneaking up to the high ground. Larl pops the BKB, continues to stay focused in on towards the trying to get the pullback with the vortex on the Saksa, but it's not enough damage to kill Saksa. Saksa, he's going to be fine. Up to the high ground he goes. They get the Hex on towards Yatoro. Avalanche from Saksa, he's back in. The Manton's pop, but the pounce is there. They trap the Ricky. Yatoro stuck in the pit. Finally able to blink strike back to safety, but the tree from Saksa chases him down. 9 closes in the vortex and then hold him back with the burst damage. Takes Yatoro out. He'll buy back immediately.
Oh my god.
9's getting low, but the BKB's up. From 33 holds Larl and Mira up on the high ground. Stolen Timber Chain here from Mira as he tried to get back close to 9. 9 still low, but he's out with the blink. Saksa jumps back in. He'll die, but he gets the combo set up to take down Miposhka.
They're resetting. Fiendskate's up.
Smoke screen. It's in on the Skiter. He's caught by the Vortex, Larl. He's bursting low, but the Hex is back up. They managed to Hex Yatoro. Stops some of the physical damage output from this Ricky. Yatoro trying to sneak away from the roars. Back up for Collapse. They've taken Yatoro down. They take a Skiter down. Yatoro, he's still alive, but they're losing their teammates. It's just down to Yatoro and Collapse. As Yatoro, he's attempting the cleanup, but again gets caught by the Hex. Sneyking turns around with the jump. Saksa's got the combo. 4 dead, 5 dead on Spirit as Tundra, they'll take the fight. Buybacks used across the board there. They're not even going to bother for Roshan. They're going to go by the looks of it straight for the push, baby. Are they going to grab the creep raise? They'll take Rosh. I mean, this is a huge window. Everybody dead.
Everybody dead.
No buybacks. They'll take the luxury of the Roshan, but you can imagine after this pickup, they're going to be going straight down these lanes. Still tier 2s available in 2 of the lanes, so only be the bottom one. It's available.
This fight looked again like the past fights that Spirit was having with Tundra. These 3 tanky heroes, they're just waltzing around. I think Skiter had, what, 50-something essence shift stacks to how long this fight. It was like a 2-minute long fight, and he's hitting people, and the 3 cores are able to just
I think we saw sort of 3 roars from Collapse at least through how long that sort of back and forth went, and yeah, just there being able to take down Skiter. Immediate buyback. Skiter knows, you know, at this point, they're just running out of steam. Spirit. They've only got so many more lives that they could throw into the action, and now they're ready to end it. Or at least try to. No buybacks here, with as much as Spirit invested in that fight around the Roshan pit.
99 has been an absolute beast.
That's another kill. Straight up towards the fountain. Miposhka's gone. 10 seconds, they'll have the Rubik back in play, but that'll be it. Wow. There's going to be no one else to help hold back this push from Tundra. GG is called. Tundra will take this game too.